Please let him by. Alrighty, Jacob, have a seat. Quickly, quickly. Alright, so we have a fun activity to do. Who looked at the schedule and found out what we were doing? Social studies. So we're going to watch a quick video on the continents and oceans of the world. Then we're going to be able to do a fun color and cut activity. Are you guys ready? Alright, can you press play for us?
Play. Where are you going, Moby? You're going on a trip around the world? Where are you going first? What are continents and oceans? A continent is one of the large land masses on Earth. The continents are North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. Most of the continents are separated by oceans. An ocean is a very large body of water. The Arctic Ocean is in the far north. The Pacific Ocean is west of North and South America and east of Asia. The Atlantic Ocean is east of North and South America and west of Africa and Europe. The Indian Ocean is below Asia, between Africa and Australia. The Southern Ocean surrounds Antarctica. Throughout the world, there are also seas, which are smaller bodies of water. We live on the continent of North America. What is North America like? The United States of America, Canada, and Mexico are all countries in North America. Central America is the long, narrow part of North America that connects to South America. North America has many plains, which are wide, flat lands that often have rich soil. The Great Plains covers parts of the United States and Canada. The Rocky Mountains are the longest mountain range in North America. They stretch from the southern part of British Columbia in Canada all the way down to New Mexico in the United States. Some people consider North America and South America to be part of the same continent. What is South America like? The equator is an imaginary line that goes around the middle of the Earth. Most of South America lies in the southern hemisphere, which is the area below the equator. The Amazon rainforest is in South America, and it's the largest tropical rainforest in the world. The Andes Mountains of South America make up the longest mountain range in the world. The Andes mountain range goes through 7 countries. What is Africa like? Parts of Africa are in the northern hemisphere, and other parts are in the southern hemisphere. Africa also spans across the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. The Sahara Desert is in Africa, and it's the largest in the world. It's almost as big as the United States. Africa is home to some really amazing animals, and some are only found in the wild on this continent. The Nile River is in Africa, and it's the longest river in the world. What is Europe like? There are about 50 countries in Europe, but 27 of them have come together to form the European Union and share resources. The Alps are a mountain range that stretches across part of Europe. In northern Europe, there are fjords, which are long, narrow inlets with steep sides. They're created by glaciers, which are large, slow-moving bodies of ice. Some people consider Europe and Asia to be part of the same continent. What is Asia like? Asia is the largest continent on Earth. It also has the most people. Over half of the world's population lives in Asia. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world, and it's on the border between Nepal and Tibet. The Great Wall of China is one of the longest structures ever built by people. It's about 4,000 miles long. India is in South Asia, and it's above the Indian Ocean. India has 22 official languages, but there are hundreds of different languages spoken there. What is Australia like? Australia is the smallest continent. It's entirely in the southern hemisphere. So people call Australia the land down under. The Australian outback is a large, dry area that is far from cities. But all of Australia isn't hot and dry. There are also rainforests on the continent. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is the largest reef system in the whole world. Australia is the only continent that's also a country. What is Antarctica like? Antarctica is the southernmost continent. The South Pole is in Antarctica. The whole continent is a cold and windy place, and it's frozen in ice all year long. No one lives there all year round, but scientists visit to study the area. Anyway, Moby, where's the first stop on your trip? The cafeteria.
Alrighty.
Are we done with this?
We are done with
Do you want me to take it?
that. Yes, that is just fine. Alrighty, so who can tell me what a continent is from the video? Connor.
It's like a type of habitat, like the ocean or the...
Well, what's the continents? Because we have the continents and then we have the ocean, so they're two separate. What did they say at the very beginning? What are the continents?
Are large,
Pieces of
land.
lands. Okay, so they're all the land on the entire Earth. What are oceans? Who can tell me what oceans are, Vincent?
They're a big, water where people like surf in.
Perfect, the largest amount of water. Alright, so what we are going to do, Katika, can you jump up and turn on the closest light switch?
I remember the longest lake.
What's the longest? No, the longest river is what?
The Nile.
The Nile River.
It's in
On
Egypt.
on what continent?
In Africa and
Good.
in the desert.
Alright, so, Kaden, are you paying attention? Alright, so on your desk, you are going to find 4 pieces of paper. Alright? So they're going to make our entire Earth. Alright, so the only thing I want you to notice is that on all 4 pieces, you can't really tell here, but you see where it says blue here? It's a shaded gray spot. You can't cut that off because we need the blue here area. Alright, so you have to cut all along the dotted lines. Alright, and what's going to happen is after we glue them all together, it turns out to be like this.
Awesome.
Alright, so each of us are going to have one of these, and then we're going to be able to color each continent a different color, and we're going to do that all together. But the first step when you get back to your desk is to take your 4 pieces of paper and cut along the what lines? The dotted lines. Do not cut off the blue here, gray shaded area. Alright? Once you're done cutting, we might come around and help you put it all together. It's real simple. It's 4 lines of glue, and you're pretty much done. Okay, do we have any questions about cutting and gluing? Yes or no? Just the dotted line. How many dotted lines do you see?
2,
3. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Wait. If you're not sure, raise your hand and we will come around before you start to cut. Do not worry about the coloring right now. The most important thing is getting it cut and pasted.
You are not to pick up your crayons and use them at all until we're all glued together. All right? Yes or mom?
It has to be another piece here.
Nope. Just cut along the dotted lines. It'll help. It'll all work out. I promise. Yes, Connor.
What if it's just like a little line on that green spot?
Oh, that's okay. You just want to make sure you keep the majority of it. That means most of it. All right?